To Ukraine, and the country's presidential chief of staff says he's not afraid of a Trump presidency in the US. At a press conference on the second anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion, he was asked whether he was concerned by the former president's previous claim that he would end the Ukraine war in a day. Meanwhile, the defence minister, Rustam Umerov, has also been talking. He criticised Western supporters for failing to live up to the commitments they have made about weapons delivery. Have a listen.
At the moment, commitment doesn't constitute delivery. 50% of commitments are not delivered on time. So which means that in the mathematics of war, we look to the enemy. Their economy is almost 2 trillion. They use up to 15% official and unofficial budget to the war, which constitutes over 150 billion US dollars. So annually, it's officially. So basically, whatever committed that doesn't come on time, will lose people, will lose territories.
That's Ukraine's defence minister. Well, let's speak to Yuri Sak, an advisor to Ukraine's Minister of Strategic Industries. Thank you very much for joining us on BBC News. I wanted to start with that point that the defence minister was making, criticising Western supporters for failing to deliver those weapons that they had promised. How big a problem is that for you and the troops on the ground?
Good afternoon, Nikki. Of course, we have always been, on the one hand, very grateful to our partners for the support that we're receiving. But at the same time, we have always stressed that the delays in the supply of ammunition, any delays in the supply of any weapon systems results in, higher casualties, higher rate of losses. So when we urge our partners to provide these weapons and ammunition faster, we're not criticizing them, we're just stipulating the fact. Time is weaponized by Russia, and we have to be conscious of that. This is why Ukraine has already started to produce our own ammunition. We are building up our own defense industry sector and defense industry base. But of course, we are still heavily reliant on the support of our Western partners, time is of essence.
And how crucial will it be for the US billions that are currently tied up in the debate in the House of Representatives for you to have over the coming months?
On the one hand, we've always said that, if there is no support coming to Ukraine, of course, for us, it's a war of survival. So we will continue the fight with brooms and sticks if we have to. But as our president, Mr. Zelensky, said just today, he said that, will Ukrainians survive? Yes, we will, but not all of us. So that needs to be borne in mind. It's all about the cost that has to be paid, because we are committed to continuing to defend the values of free Europe and free world. We continue to fight this war. We're not asking our partners to send, their soldiers and their boots on the ground, but we are asking for weapons. We are asking for financial support, because it's about our survival, and our survival, by extension, will impact the future of European countries and of the world at large.
So what would your message be to those Western politicians and also people, everyday people living in countries in the West?
Well, our message is simple. Stand with Ukraine, continue to support Ukraine. We are all bound by the same goal and objective. We all want to end this war, and we want to end this war with a just peace. Now, because just peace is in the national interest of Ukraine, of the European Union countries, of Great Britain, of the United States of America, of any country which now comprises the coalition of free nations. So stand with Ukraine, and together we are stronger.
And are you optimistic, briefly, that that's going to happen?
Well, we are very optimistic because, we communicate with our partners. You saw it today. The leaders of so many European and Western countries have arrived in Kyiv to commemorate the second grim anniversary of this brutal, aggressive war against our country. But, these last 2 years, 6.5 million Ukrainians have been made refugees. Thousands of schools and kindergartens have been destroyed. Now, but this is all happening in Ukraine now, and this is we still have a chance as an international coalition. We still have a chance to end this war here in Ukraine. We don't have to allow it to spill over to other Western countries. Why miss that chance? So, and not to miss that chance means that the Western partners understand this and continue to stand with us. And we're very hopeful and optimistic in that respect.
OK, Yuri Sak, advisor to Ukraine's Minister for Strategic Industries, thank you for joining us.